In this video, I'm going to be just showing how to do TDL early. This TDL early method uses twirly whirlies, which is a lot of the mechanics that are used in Banjo-Kazooie Bitclips. But it's easy to follow and easy to execute. The only thing that I really want to mention is just the visual cues on the twirly whirlies, because this can be quite complicated at times. So you're just going to enter right away here. You're gonna beak barge, just tap B with no lag, nothing, just like that. Then when Banjo faces all the way to the right after the beak barge, that's when you know he stopped moving, and then you peck cancel, or just do a normal peck, sorry. When he faces to the right, that's when you know he stopped moving. And then, after that, you're just going to tap A to just hop. And you do this because you want the camera to face down. And that helps you to get less lag. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to get into first person, hold straight down to look all the way up. Pretend my reticle's not there. It's not going to be there in the run for you. And now we're just going to go look all the way up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to zoom in 3 times. So 1, 2, 2, 3. 3 times, and then we're going to do twirly. But you could do it like that, or you could just use the visual key that I use and look at this triangle at this corner right here. Notice how, just look at how big it is, basically. When it's all the way zoomed out, that's how big it looks, and then you just zoom in and get it to look like that. It's a fairly easy visual cue to use. So once the triangle is like that, once you get the right zoom, you're going to pause, and you're going to hold right before you unpause, and then unpause, and then just as the camera's scrolling, you're going to pause again once the visual cue crosses your screen. So I'm just going to pause right here. This isn't the right cue, but I'm going to mention what I use. So look at this black line right here that goes all the way across. Right before this black line goes off screen, that's when you want to pause. That's when you want to pause to get the right twirl, the right angle. Be careful for this twirly, because the way this works in Tooie is that every time you go right and left as you attempt a twirly whirly, you get a lag frame. And if you get it one way, and then if you get on the way back again, it's fine because they cancel each other out, basically. But sometimes the game won't give you a lag frame, and that'll throw off your angle pattern. So in order to fix that, say like I'm starting from here. Say I'm gonna go get this twirly. Say I failed it, right? And say I notice based off of the pause frame that it's a bad angle. What you can do to fix it is just go back again, and then go forward. And now we're going to try and pause on the right frame. So right here, I actually do have a lag frame now. And I can tell this because my visual cue for confirming that I got the right angle is that there should be a very tiny sliver of brown right beside this black splotch. Even tinier than this sliver that's already here. So I know I got a lag frame now. So I'm going to go all the way back again, now forward. That time I just paused a bit late. Late again. Sorry, I'm not doing this very professionally because, yeah. Okay, so here, this is the right pause frame. So this is how much of a sliver there should be. And pay attention to your own screen, because this will probably differ depending on what screen you have here. If you're looking at on monitors or a CRT or something like that. But this is my cue, the one that I use. There should just be a very tiny sliver of brown right there. And once you see that, just unpause, don't touch the joystick. And if you needed to look at the angle is a facing angle of 185.077. And that's fine. Then you get out of first person. And now you're just going to do a normal peck cancel without any lag. So you're just going to press B and start at the same time. If you notice right there, Banjo started moving forward a tiny bit, which is an indicator that he started his peck animation. Usually you'll be able to see Kazooie popping out of the bag, but sometimes you won't. But if you can notice that Banjo's starting his animation, that's good enough. But once you notice that he's doing his animation, and you know that you moved only one frame, just hold A to jump, and you got it. Now you're going to do the same thing, get in first person, look all the way up, pretend my reticle's not there. Now we're going to do the same thing, zoom in, but 14 times. So you can go like 1, 2, 3, all the way to 14, but that's stupid. Don't do that. Instead, what I like to do is look at this. See how there's this little design right here? When you zoom in, this is going to expand, obviously. And just look how it expands. This is how I know how much to zoom in. Right there, that's 14 zooms. What I like to look at is there should be like basically a triangle right here connected to this line, and this triangle should be visible. If I were to zoom in one more time, that triangle would disappear, and that's how I would know it's too much. If I were to not zoom in enough, there wouldn't be a triangle. So basically, just zoom in until you see this triangle at the side here, and that's fine. And now what I'm going to do is you're going to get a twirly towards the right. The angle for this twirly is 148.77. So this is what I'm going to recommend you do, because this twirly is very difficult, and I'll explain why in a bit. But I'm going to recommend that you get this and with the pause cue that I mentioned for when to pause, and then confirm if you got it with the HUD menu, with this menu. All right. So what I like to look at for the pause is we're gonna twirl to the right. I look at this black splotch here. You can use your own cue if you want. You can even use this, I guess. That's probably a better cue. But just around here, when this goes off screen, I see like a little faded brown here. When this goes off screen or when this goes off screen, just pause, and that should be good. So you're gonna pause, hold right, unpause. Right there, pause. Now let's see. Oh, sorry, 146. That's not right. So we're just gonna do this a couple times until we just get it. And be careful, because this one you can also get lag frames pretty easily. 150. It's not good. Okay, so this is the right frame. 148.77. That's correct. So now, what I'm gonna tell you is that I don't think there's a good cue that you can use on this pause screen to confirm if you got it. Basically, because it's just very difficult. Because out of so many of the runners, it's very I don't think anyone's been able to figure out with a really easy way of figuring out a good method to confirm if you got it or not, basically. So what I would recommend you do instead is confirm that you got it on the practice menu, hide the HUD menu. Now go onto your OBS, just your OBS screen, and take a picture of just your game. Do that, download the picture, and then open that picture on your OBS and put it on top of your game, right? And then, you know what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move my game so you can get a visual. I actually already did this, so there's my picture. I put it over the game. Make sure it's on top of the game, right? And if it's on top of the game, you can make it visible and invisible by clicking just the little eyeball button. And if you see no difference, that's how you know you got it, basically. And I think that's the easiest way to do that, personally. But yeah, that's how you should get that, in my opinion. But yeah, once you get that, then just get out of first person. And now it's just pretty simple from here on out. A lagless, so no lag, pet cancel. So Kazooie popped out, hold A to jump, you got it, good. Now what you're going to do is you're going to create a lag, and you're going to do pet cancel, and this pet cancel will clip through. So you're just going to cycle to fire eggs. You're going to poop 6 fire eggs. I'm pretty sure you can do it with less, but 6 is safe. Poop 6 fire eggs, and then right after the 6th one, just tap R to make the egg menu appear. And having the egg menu visible creates a lag as well. So that'll ensure that you get it correct. And then just pet cancel. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, tap R, pet cancel, and I got it. And I don't have like a good visual cue for doing the actual beak bus. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna hold A to jump, pause, pause right when Banjo goes below, but I'm bad at it, so whatever. And yeah, one thing I just wanted to mention though, real quick, is that if you pause 1 frame too late, it can still be okay sometimes, because if you flutter and beak bust under this button, it can pull you up sometimes. So that's a little good failsafe. But yeah, that's my TDL early tutorial. I don't have a good cue for the pause for the flutter, and then yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.